Xander Gyms fans, I have some bad news. The feds are onto me for using child labor in my videos. I'm cooked. Last year, I set a list of every goal I wanted to complete in 2025. This list comprised of fitness goals, financial goals, and just general personal milestones I was hoping to achieve before the year ended. Today, I'm having a look back at everything and seeing whether or not I completed everything that I set out to achieve. However, there is a catch. This full list of goals right here was actually for 2024. Just to spice things up a little bit, if I didn't complete more goals than I did actually get done, there'll be a punishment waiting for me at the end of this video. So stay tuned and let's get into it. The view from my window looks like I'm in the Truman Show. It's sick. Alright, right off the rip, just to give you an indication of how well my goals are and were going, I couldn't find the list that I'd set all my goals on. So I spent 3 hours tearing through my room, looking through all my drawers and things, looking through this. Yeah, I just could not for the life of me find where I'd put it. And then I allowed my eyes to come upwards. And as you can see right here, that is the list. And so it could have saved me a lot of time had I just been on top of my goals in the first place. But anyway, all's well that ends well. So I'm already not off to the greatest start, considering that all these goals here were meant to be completed at the end of last year, not 2025. I think that makes sense. So my first goal on here that we've got is... Just give me a sec. I'm going to have to get rid of this squeaky ass chair and get like a little dodgy chair so there's actual decent audio quality in here and you don't have to just listen to, you know, Granny's rocking chair or Johnny Sin's bedroom when he runs out of WD-40. So just give me a minute. Okay, so looking at goal 1 here, actually, we're not off to a great start as it's actually blacked out. Considering that this is a 2025 goals review and I'm looking at my 2024 goals checklist and the first one was just given up on entirely, that gives you about a pretty good indication of how the rest of this is going to go. Alright, second goal, getting onto the big guns here. This is one that I actually did complete. And it was save up 30 grand. So yippee, fireworks, confetti, let's go. First successful goal. Where is that 30 grand now? Don't worry about it. Is it still within my bank account? Goal 2, weigh 100 kilos lean. So let's go and check that out now. Alright, as you can see, I've stripped down to my underwear and I've got my socks on though, because if you want to see those, you got to pay for it. But anyway, we'll just hop straight onto the scale and see if we have reached the allotted amount. Let's f***ing go, let's go. Yeah, so unfortunately, as you can see, I did not complete that one. I did get closer. I got up to 97 kilos. I think for my fight.
Xander weighs in at 94.8 kilograms.
Before that, I was up to 98, so I was really looking like I was going to get it. Don't ask me if I was lean or not. I got super sick in Tasmania and dropped 10 kilos. Then my goals kind of changed and I realized I didn't want to be a lumbering hunk of meat anymore for, you know, men to stare at.
Do I look like a steak to you? Yeah.
Yeah, I just realized I didn't want to get out of breath going up and down flights of stairs anymore, so I gave up a little bit of the muscle mass. And this is not cope. Don't say this is cope. Don't you Anyway, so first goal that wasn't completed if we're not counting the blacked out one. The next one on this list is Rat Race pilot script completed. And for any of you who are going, what does that mean? Me included. I kind of forgot about what this was, honestly. And then I had to look back through my notes app and I realized I was writing a TV show based on my experience in the public service. And I realized, like, my only reasoning for going to work, apart from the money, of course, was that so I could get ideas for this TV show, I guess. However, did I write the script for that? No. No, I did not, and maybe I will get onto that. However, I forgot someone already did this with The Office. You know, little show you might have heard of. And then I'm like, oh, well, you know, I'll do the Australian public service spin on it. But then there's something else called Utopia, which is the exact same thing I was going to do. So maybe I don't want to make a rip-off of Utopia, so... Whilst we're speaking of rip-offs of popular things, any of you guys know the Big Les show? The next goal on this list, 2 Trip City shorts released, was pretty much a rip-off of the Big Les show. I'm going to be real with you.
What are you talking about?
Me and my mates created this YouTube channel called Trip City, or One Trip Max, and we released animated shorts. And I released one of these shorts, but they just take so long to make. I animated total 10 minutes over 5 years, I want to say. So the work to product ratio on that one was really just not cutting it for me. That was pretty fun actually, and I'm quite proud of the animation work I put in there. The humor, a little less so. You know, I'll put up a clip now.
Brown.
Okay, good. So if they are brown, and in fact are green, what does that make them?
I f***ing hate this show.
If you want to see the stuff I've released on that one, then I have put a link somewhere on screen now or in the description. I only did the animation and a bit of the writing, so yeah, but that was quite fun, so check that out. This one is learn to backflip. Can I backflip yet? If you've watched this video that I did with Hayden, you'll know the answer is no. I was going to keep learning to backflip with Hayden, however he ditched me to go on Farm Aura in Japan.
I think I want to take a trip to Japan. I'm gonna travel to the holy motherland of Japan! Anime golden wheel life!
Split the G. You know what else I split? Not the bill. What is happening? Look at this. Lean back.
So now I just have to learn to backflip myself, which I still can't do. So that's what I'm going to do now. How hard can it really be? It's been on my goals list for 2 years, so let's just crank it out. Come on. Oh. The only reason I'm actually locking in on this one too is because the Rizzler keeps sending me lots of fun Instagram reels that say, if you can't backflip yet, you're a failure. So, or along the lines of, so I actually got to lock in this time for that. Yeah, no, this one's too hard for right now, actually. I tried doing it into the pool again. Watching the footage back, I just don't have the distance. I'm going to land on my head. And I feel like this one is better attempted safely. And it's just f***ing scary, man. Like, genuinely. Doing a backflip, I would say, is probably calling the doctor by yourself for the first time without your mum levels of difficult. And on a serious note, I really don't want to mess with my neck or my spinal column too much just for the bit. I'm just gonna have to wait for Hato to get back and then we'll do it together. Next goal, be able to head kick. And when I ticked this goal off, I was able to head kick, but I was only able to head kick people who were 5'2" and ducked a lot. So now I can actually head kick, and to prove that, I'm going to get my landlord out here. I'm gonna get my landlord to put this on, and then I'm just gonna head kick him, I guess. He's also been getting a little miffed, you know, in a friendly manner, that I've only been referring to him as my landlord in these videos. So I figured now I'd just take the time to introduce him properly by doxing him. His name is Aiden. He lives at unit. His social security number is. His credit card number is. Yo, dude, you wanna put this on for me? I'm just gonna stand up and I'm gonna just come here come the rooster. Yeah.
Fatality. Rambo wins. Flawless victory.
23 Meditations market and release drop 1. I started a clothing brand back in the day, or I got samples for it and I never marketed it. You have seen some of these items like my CPL, my basketball awards night jerseys that we were wearing. Actually, go on. Anyway, let me get some examples out for you. While I'm here too, we can actually do an unboxing of one of these products, because when I was ordering these shirts, I accidentally ordered 50, even though there were only 12 players. And why did I do this? Who knows? And it was a colossal waste of money, because these have been sitting dead stock. Look at that, it's even got a cool little tag. These have been sitting dead stock under my roommate's desk actually for 2 years now, so that's fun, and they're pretty cool, I think. So there's some pretty cool stuff here, like, you know, the graphics are not really what I would wear anymore, or maybe they are. All designed by me. The harm is taken away. This clothing brand, 23 Meditations, I founded it, or created it, in 2023. It was based on the book Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, so every single bit of text on here is taken from this book of Stoic philosophy, which I realize isn't the best way to sell a clothing brand, so I have rebranded that now. But while we're on the topic of this one, I never marketed this, I never released any of this stuff, which is a shame, because I put a lot of work into these, and obviously I think a lot of the designs are pretty cool, otherwise I wouldn't have made them. Sometimes some things have to fail for other things to pick up steam, which brings me to my new clothing brand that I am working on for people like you to buy. I've been working on this new brand for a while now, and more information will be coming soon. Working on a website, working on the product itself, getting samples in, corresponding with several Asian women through Google Translate about the manufacturing process. Quite often my friends will come into my room to see me just furiously typing away on my computer, trying to get samples and things like that done. 我的妈干文，不会说干什？我忘了不去找。就是要接什么意思？他妈的，得快突然说。雪花飘飘，北风萧。Anyway, stay tuned for when those are going to come out, because I actually will be very proud of these, and we'll be dropping a link to that on this YouTube. So I'll keep you updated, and it should be coming in the next couple months. Get MC Escher tattoo. Hands. What does that look like? Boom. This is a goal that was extremely easy, because all I had to do was pay some man to stick needles into my skin. Not much more to say about that one. If I didn't get that one done, you know, it's a bit like, how'd you f that up? Secure BJJ white belt. I did this one too. Here it is. Here's my belt. Check it out. Any stripes? No. I'm shit at it. Here is some footage from my comps that I've done.
Pick up my phone, I'll go straight to airplane mode. Find something to do, I know I can be a little bit cold. forth, but my third eye is going blind. I'm on a line with my body and mind. It's playing tricks, I say I'm fine, but really it's hurting me deep inside. Cause I've been dreaming about you. Ooh, I've been wishing that I was next to you. Ooh, I've been
bodybuilding jiu-jitsu guy here with a highly technical analysis of my match because everyone's been begging me for technique. I call this move, how dare you try to resist your impending doom. Now, once you've passed their guard, stall here for as long as possible. Now, during the stalling, this is where we move into our next technique called stop resisting. My body cam is off. Hold them here till their will has been broken. Now go back to stalling till the ref says, hey gringo, I want to go home, do something. Now, finally, advance your position, go into mount, and just put your chest on their face. I'm not really sure what the Japanese call this one. I think it's katagatami. Yo no hablo Japaneso.
Gay.
Here are my medals, which may seem impressive, but they're really not. This one, there were 5 people in the bracket. It's a really cool medal, though. I'm really happy about it. And I didn't even come first. I got silver. This one, I've told the story before. I didn't even win. I tied the gold medal match and should have lost. So there are 2 gold medals for this. So technically, I haven't even won that. And there were like 4 people in this one, too. But yeah, I do have my white belt. And let me show you some jiu-jitsu in action. You can just feel what I do to do.
Wait, that's where you went.
Stop with my god, bro. It's coming to me, bro. It's coming to my god. Next goal, Trip City Pilot released. Another animation goal. I actually did lock in on this one and I created like a 10-minute almost pilot for, hang on. No, I actually locked in on this one and I wrote a full pilot script for this animation and it's a 30-minute, you know, proper scripted episode. I got through 10 pages of this script and there are pretty much 40. And that was the easiest animation. So I got 25% through animating a full-length TV show episode. So I'm pretty happy with that because that was just me doing it. And maybe I'll release that someday. I'll put a little clip of it here if you want to see. Like, you can see the animation's dog. Like, it was just, you know, 20-year-old me after the gym and working my full-time job. So maybe I will one day complete this finally because I've got all the voice actors recorded. You know, I just got some mates around and we recorded all the parts, except the animation just takes ages. So yeah, I did not complete the pilot episode, but I got 25% of the way done. But I'm not going to count that as a completed goal. Buy video camera and tripod for YouTube. As you can see, did that here. And I was successful in buying a tripod and a camera, or just a new iPhone, I guess, because I didn't know how to use cameras and I couldn't be dealing with lenses or anything, so I just got this camera here. Okay, and the last goal on this list, go on a 10-day meditation retreat, which I did not do, but I did book it in, and that is in a couple weeks, so I'm going on a 10-day meditation retreat. Technically, I haven't ticked that off yet, though, so that doesn't count, so another goal failed. Yeah, okay, I failed. 5 out of 12, maybe not the best I could have done this year, but oh well. Because that was 1 year worth of goals and I only did half of them in 2 years, so that was not very locked in of me. Alright, anyway, before I go punish myself for my lack of discipline, I figured what better way to complete a 2025 goals review than by formulating some 2026 goals, which I actually will complete. Maybe I should make that into a 7. As you may know, I am 24 this year, which means I should really focus on some more adult-oriented goals. So we're going to get a savings goal up there first. 100 grand. How hard can it be? Continuing the theme of mature adult goals, we're going to go ahead and put Ultimate Champion in Clash Royale. I honestly think this one's going to be harder than the first one. Another one I should put in here is no situationships. I don't have enough money to focus on myself right now, dude. How am I going to afford a date? So I figure putting that one there will be nice to help out my goal 1 as well. I added some more goals. Gym, benching 100 for 8 again like I used to. Jiu-Jitsu, getting a real gold in a tournament. And the meditation retreat, which is, you know, pretty much a gimme as it's already booked by this point. Almost forgot, I also have to add backflip. I'm not giving up on this one just yet. And finally, we're going to do the clothing brand actually released. I'll actually talk about this one more in my next video. So stay tuned, and I'm going to get these ticked off this year. That's low-key sick.
Okay,
That's low-key cool.
We